Good evening, Florida Supercon! We're happy to have you all here tonight. This is Florida Supercon's 10th year, and we couldn't have gotten this far without all of you guys. You guys are here tonight to witness Florida Supercon 2015 Costume Contest. And I'm your host, Megan Coffey, and this is your co-host, Sandy Tang, and Beauty Schools of America is sponsoring this contest.
Yes, thank you guys for being here. It's freaking awesome seeing all these people out here. It's really crazy. Thank you guys for being here. So this is the main costume contest event of the weekend with a grand prize of $1,500. In the judging, they're looking for technique on how you did the costume, how you interpret the costume, and how you put it all together and how well and cohesive it is. Okay, how it goes is there's different levels. We're gonna be introducing first the youth category, then there's gonna be exhibition, novice, journeyman, and masters. So masters, you guys are gonna be freaking out. I've already freaked out on the floor seeing these costumes. Okay, so we're gonna first introduce you to the judges, all right?
All right,
Megan?
Our lovely judges are Cortoon.
Amazing.
And next up we have Canon Cosplay. And our third and final judge is Nicole Shillelagh from Face Off.
All right, guys, are you guys ready for the contestants?
All right, guys, we're gonna start off with the junior category. First up is Gabriel as Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No music? Okay, next we have Melanie as Ariel from the Disney's Little Mermaid.
All right, now we have Justine as Aurora from Child of Light.
Next we have from the youth category, Phoebe from Marcelina Adventure Time.
All right, guys, and that's the end of our junior category. All right, so we're gonna start with the exhibition category with William as Android 17 from Dragon Ball Z.
All right, next we have David, he's cosplaying as Billy the Blue Ranger from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
All right, next up we have Steven as Tingle from The Legend of Zelda.
All right, next we have Amanda and Greg. They're cosplaying as Madoka and Sukune from Rosario to Vampire.
All right, next up we have Grant as Scorpion from Spider-Man. Great job, Scorpion.
All right, last and not least from the exhibition, we have William as Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. Did you guys see the remake? They're gonna remake it.
All right, we're now moving on to our novice category. First up is Ariel as the Witch Doctor from Diablo 3.
All right, next we have Spencer as Takeo Matsaki from Black Ops 2 Zombie Origins.
Great work, Spencer. All right, no problem. And next up we have Alyssa as Ho-Oh from Pokemon. So sparkly.
All right, next we have Sean as Dr. Fate from DC Comics.
Now we have Ernie and Ash as Ghostbusters Dipper and Mabel Pines from Gravity Falls.
All right, next up is Lauren as Princess Anna from Disney's Frozen.
Awesome job. Next up, we have Sebastian as Anarchy Spider-Man from Marvel Comics.
Next up, Thomas as Thor from Marvel Comics.
All right, now we have Percy as Lois Tracy from Black Butler. David.
All right, next is David as Mike Schmidt from Five Nights at Freddy's.
All right, now we have Gustavo in his Blade Master armor from Monster Hunter 3.
Now we have Omar as Xana William Dunbar from Code Lyoko.
Code Lyoko brings back the memories. Another one that brings back the memories would be Andrew, Riley, and Xavier as Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls.
All right, now we have Stella as Dr. Facilier from The Princess and the Frog.
All right, now we have Marisa as the Princess Robot from Saga.
Now we have Rachel as Anastasia from Anastasia.
All right, next up we have Nikki as Marco the Phoenix from One Piece. Great job, Marco.
All right, now we have Jared as August Lash from Pokemon.
All right, now we have Gracielle as Rapunzel from Disney's Tangled.
All right, now we have Brandon as Iron Man from Marvel Comics.
Now we have Jesse as Booker DeWitt from BioShock Infinite.
All right, next up is Christopher as Pearl from Steven Universe.
Next up we have Solange as Zero Suit Samus from Super Smash Brothers.
All right, now next we have Tyler as Megaman compilation in Megaman, from Megaman.
Awesome job, Mega Man. Now we have Adrian as Madara Uchiha from Naruto.
All right, now we have Nicholas as Edward Richtofen from Call of Duty Zombies.
All right, now we have Emma as Dave Sprite from Homestuck.
All right, next we have Laura as Cyber Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat X. Get over here!
All right, next up we have Matthew, Barbara, Kushal, Jacob, Dow, and Summer as Leopard, Jester, Plague Doctor, Vestal, and Hellion from Darkest Dungeon.
All right, next we have Miriam as Kay Faraday from Ace Attorney Miles Investigation.
All right, next we have Ashley as Madame Red from Black Butler.
Now we have Sheila as Sailor Moon from Sailor Moon Crystal.
Great job, Sailor Moon. All right, now we have Angela as Poison Ivy from DC Comics.
Kyra as Lady Paulitina from Kid Icarus.
All right, next up we have Corinne as Rin Okumara from Blue Exorcist.
Okay, now Lou as Dr. Doom from Marvel Comics.
All right, guys, next up we have Cassandra and Rosara as Panty and Stocking from Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt.
All right, now we have Brian and Julian as the Keeper and Sebastian from The Evil Within.
Now we have Jasmine as Alice from American McGee's Alice.
All right, next up, Jade as Tank Girl from Tank Girl.
Great work, Tank Girl. All right, next up we have Maria as Yuno Gasai from Mirai Nikki.
All right, next as Jaslyn as Dreamer Jane Crocker from Homestuck.
All right, next up we have Monica as Shiro from Dead Man Wonderland.
All right, now we have Megan as Lara Croft from Tomb Raider.
All right, next up we have Steven as his original character from Star Wars.
All right, now we have Matthew as the Riddler from DC Comics.
Now we have Omar as Fell Hollow Ichigo from Bleach.
All right, next up is Tomaz as Six Paths Madra from Naruto Shippuden.
All right, now we have Elizabeth as an original character inspired by Blue Exorcist and Black Forest Cox.
Okay, next up is Dana as Tank Girl Ariel from Tank Girl and Little Mermaid.
All right, now we have Robert as Daredevil from Hell's Kitchen Daredevil Comics.
All right, next up we have Catherine as Iris from Megaman X4.
All right, next up we have Marlene as Alpha Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon 2.
All right, now we have Alexandra as Dead Master from Black Rock Shooter.
All right, next up we have Maddie as Little Sister from Bioshock 2.
All right, next we have Kyari as Gage from Borderlands 2.
All right, next up we have Edwin as Edward Scissorhands from Edward Scissorhands.
All right, right, next we have Eris as Arabian Nights Nagisa from Free.
All right, now we have Tiffany as Cinderella from Disney's Cinderella.
All right, now we have Enrique as Hashirama Sanju from Naruto.
All right, now we have Alexis and Bert as Petra and Marco from Attack on Titan. Spoiler alert.
Next we have Jamie as Luna from Sailor Moon.
All right, next up we have Alexandra as Korra from Avatar.
Next we have Alexis as Poison Ivy from DC Comics.
All right, now we have Miranda as Riven from League of Legends.
All right, now we have Jasmine as Mako from Kill la Kill.
Do you want to join the fight club? All right, thank you, Mako. Now we have Billy and Gina as Roxas and Zion from Kingdom Hearts.
All right, now we have Alexander as Dr. Doom from Marvel Comics.
All right, now just in time to celebrate the first episode ever anniversary of Evangelion is Emily and friends as Asuka, Shinji, Rei, Karu, and Mari from Neon Genesis Evangelion.
All right, now we have Valentina and Tori as Yang and Ruby from Ruby.
All right, next up we have Miguel as Darth Maul from Star Wars.
Okay, now we have Joania as the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park.
All right, now we have Chelsea as Wonder Woman from DC Comics.
Okay, next we have Andrew as Beast Boy from Teen Titans.
All right, next up we have Angelica as Jinx from League of Legends.
All right, now we have Gina Dell as a TARDIS from Doctor Who.
Our next contestant will give Sandy Tang some competition. We have Marisa as Katana from Mortal Kombat X.
All right, now we have Madison as Titiania from Fairy Tale. Urza. Oh, Titania Urza.
All right, now we have Eliza and Gigi as Gem and Pizzazz from Gem and the Holograms.
Now we have Carolina as La Muerte from the Book of Life.
Awesome job. Next up we have Austin, Dustin, and Aaron as their original post-apocalyptic soldiers.
All right, now we have Sevilla as Lightning from Final Fantasy 13.
All right, now we have Joshua as the Joker from Batman.
Now we have Christina as Cube from Madoka Magica.
Next up, we have Lewis as Ronan Wolverine from Marvel.
All right, now we have Tim as Black Bolt Inhumans from Marvel Comics.
All right, now we have Lindsay as Isabel from Animal Crossing New Leaf.
All right, now we have Michelle as Fantasy of the Dream Knight, which is a Sakizo illustration.
All right, now we have Cassandra and Wilson as Aladdin and Jasmine from Disney's Aladdin.
All right, now we have Paola as Yugi Tunil from Naruto.
All right, now it looks like we have another Katana for Sandy to fight. We have Ashley as Katana from Mortal Kombat X.
All right, now we have Khalid as Pearl from Steven Universe.
All right, and the last in the novice category is Sylvia as Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII.
All right, give it up for the novice group. That was it for the novice. All right, they did a great job. Next we have Journeyman. All right, first off in Journeyman category, we have Charlotte as Tank Girl from Tank Girl.
All right, now we have Jeremy as Cassandra from Doctor Who.
That's pretty creepy. All right, next up is Gabriel as Medieval Spawn from Spawn issue number 9. Yeah.
Great job, Spawn. All right, let's see. Now we have Steven as Arkham Knight from Batman Arkham Knight. Let's try to pick it up.
All right, next we have Amber as Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew.
All right, now we have Keith as Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho.
All right, now we have Olivia as Kaito and Miku from Project Diva F, Ashes to Ashes.
All right, next up we have Skylar as the Queen of Hearts from Alice, The Madness Returns.
All right, next we have Robert and friends as Raiden, Reptile, Baraka, Kano, Sector, and Kung Lao from the Mortal Kombat trilogy.
All right, next we have Daniela and friends as Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang from Ruby.
All right, now we have Autumn as Han Solo and Chewbacca from Star Wars. It's so fluffy.
All right, now we have Brianna and Keelia as Jedi Ariel and Padawan Melody from The Little Mermaid / Star Wars.
All right, now Amber as Retro Black and White Harley Quinn from Bruce Timm's Batman.
All right, now we have Samantha as Nightlight from Guardians of Childhood.
Now we have Jim as Cal, the Maladorian from Star Wars.
All right, next up we have Alejandro as Clone Trooper General from Star Wars.
Okay, next up is Philip as the Scarecrow from Batman Arkham Knight.
Next up, we have Sean as Rumplestiltskin from Once Upon a Time.
All right, now we have Tyler and Brandon as the Shepard and Garrus from Mass Effect 3.
All right, now we have Jiray and his friends as Aang, Toph, and Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Next up is Heather and Kaylee as Dimana and Angela from Gargoyles.
All right, next up we have Angelica as Harley Quinn, and her friend is Poison Ivy from DC Comics.
Now we have Hadley as Calypsia from Like Clockwork.
All right, next up we have Nicole and Gabriel as Sinon and Kirito from Sword Art Online.
Next is Anthony as Abraham Lincoln from American History Museum.
All right, now the last person in the Journeyman category is Zephram as the Penguin from DC Comics.
Great job. Now, we have the last category, which is the Masters. We're gonna start off with Lorena as Rose Quartz from Steven Universe.
All right, now we have Bradley as Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh!
All right, this is Brianna as the doll from Bloodborne.
All right, now we have Francesca and Lakaline as Lady Loki and Lady Thor from Marvel Comics.
All right, now we have Sierra as the Royal Empress, which is an original character.
Great work. All right, now we have Matthew as Ao Quang from Smite.
Is that even a person in there? Like, really?
We had a dinosaur and now a dragon. All right, Shayna, Korna.
All right, now we have Shayna, Kornya, and Uzel, which is the original character from the original story.
All right, next up we have Isabel as Ursula from Disney's The Little Mermaid.
All right, next we have Apple Bunny as Amalthea from The Last Unicorn.
Last but not least, we have Andrea as Seraphim from Sakizo Illustrations. All right, guys, give it up for our Masters category. So that's all of our contestants. Do you think they did a good job? All right, so we're gonna give ourselves a moment to deliberate. We're gonna go ahead and vacate the stage, and Beauty Schools of America is gonna come up and talk to you guys for a little while. So hang tight, we'll be right back. All right, guys, I hope you're able to stick through deliberation. I wanna go ahead and call up our judges so they can present their Judges Awards. Okay, so I wanna call up Cortoon, Canon Cosplay, and Nicole, and they're gonna show you guys what they picked. All right, who would like to go first?
So my Judge's Choice Award goes to somebody that had a very clean, crafted costume and complete from head to toe. So I decided to pick Black Rock Shooter, Dead Master.
Mine is gonna go to, obviously, it's like, it's one of my favorite movies ever, and it's a makeup, and it's really well done. It's gotta go to Edward Scissorhands. That little red cutout just killed it for me. There you go, buddy. Awesome job.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Good job.
There you go.
And my Judge's Award goes to something that's also very near and dear to my heart. Well, it's a crossover of things that are very near and dear to my heart. It is the Melody and Ariel Star Wars crossover.
Thank you, Cartoon. All right, so next up we're gonna go to Best Original Character, who wins $75 cash and a trophy, and that goes to Sierra as the Royal Empress, her original character. All right, it looks like Cartoon's Judges Award did actually come up here, so here we go. All right, next up we have Best Group Uncertified, which wins $150 cash, a trophy that goes to Austin, Dustin, and Aaron as post-apocalyptic soldiers, their original characters. Great job, guys. All right, next up we have Best Individual Uncertified. That's $150 cash prize and a trophy that goes to Sean as Rumplestiltskin from Once Upon a Time. Oh, all right. Next up, we have Best Novice Group, which is $100 cash prize and a trophy that goes to the Darkest Dungeon Group. All right, guys. Now, Best Group gets $300 cash prize and a trophy that goes to Francesca and Lachline from the Lady Loki and Lady Thor. All right, great job, girls. Best Prop, that's $75 cash prize and a trophy goes to Gabriel as the Medieval Spawn issue number 9. Great job, Spawn. All right, next up is Best Individual Youth with a $75 cash prize and a trophy goes to Justine as Aurora from Child of Light. All right, now we have Best Individual Novice, which is a $75 cash prize and a shiny trophy that goes to Ariel as the Witch Doctor from Diablo 3. All right, great job. Next up, we have the Best Individual Journeyman, which wins a $100 cash prize and a trophy that goes to Gustavo as Blade Master Armor from Monster Hunter 3. All right, now we have Best Craftsmanship, which wins a $100 cash prize and a trophy that goes to Michelle as Fantasy from the Dream Night, Sakizo Illustrations. All right, now we have Best Masters, which wins $300 cash and a trophy that goes to Andrea as Seraphim from her Sakizo illustration. Congratulations. All right, now we're gonna take a moment to call up our con chair so he can present his award. Introducing Mike Broder, the man who puts on this wonderful show.
Hi guys, thank you all for coming. I give out this award, which is my con chair award. I'll give that out in a moment. Real fast, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all you guys for coming, joining us for our 10th anniversary show. Thank you for. I want to thank Megan and Sandy Tang. Hi, Sandy, for helping host. Nicole for judging. Kiki, Cortoon. We have a great panel of judges. And after we're done, I'm going to give out this award. Then we're going to give out Best in Show. And then I want everybody to just hang out for 1 second so we can get one big giant selfie with all you guys and the winners. So I usually give out the Con Chair Award to one person, but this year there are two really awesome contestants that I love. And I don't think I've ever done this, so I'm going to pick two people, and I'm going to have to give one of them the award later for the second one. So the first Con Chair Award goes to Ursula from The Little Mermaid. And while we're waiting for Ursula, I need the penguin. Where's my penguin? Here comes Ursula. Ursula, hold that. And we're waiting on our penguin with his prop umbrella, which I'm told shoots fire, but we can't let him shoot the fire in this building or the fire marshal will get very mad at me. So, come on, penguin. Waddle your way up here. Oh, God. Well, sir, it's amazing. Thank you. Ursula. And here you go, Megan.
Thank you, sir. All right, guys, now it's for the final moment. Are you guys ready for Best in Show? All right, so the Best in Show for Florida Supercon 2015 wins $1,500 cash, a trophy, and a lifetime pass to all Florida Supercon events. And the winner is Matthew as Al Quang from Smite. All right, so congratulations to all of our winners. Yeah. I just want to say a big thank you to all of our contestants, all of our winners, our wonderful judges, my co-host Sandy, and the rest of the Florida Supercon staff.